Another morning of it. This is let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. About fourth day in a row headed down to Odin to do dirt work at PMC. We didn't have time to seal the track before winter time this last winter because we were doing so much side work. It got away from us, and then now here it is. It's April 5th, and wait, I don't think that's right. I think it's the 6th. Anyways, yeah, Easter was yesterday, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm headed back down to Odin to do a final prep and final grade on PMC, and hopefully by today I have most of it done. I have to go back to my actual job tomorrow, back to HVAC, and so I'm going to try to go get all the final prep on the new jumps we built, back drag it with the skiddy, and make it look nice and sealed for the rain that's coming Wednesday. And then Thursday night, Friday night, we'll be prepping for the practice we have next weekend, which is the 10th and 11th. So hopefully this video's up before then, but I'm not sure if it will be or not because I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna get in the 6 and push some from over here where they're gonna be hogging dirt. I can take 4 or 5 foot. I probably only take 3 though, really, off this right side over here. And I'm gonna push it around the takeoff up here, and then we're gonna push it this way. All you guys is trying to build tracks to your houses and DMing me, asking me questions, always think about where is higher than where you want to go. So see how low this is over here? Well, I mean, this isn't natural over here, but from when we dug the pond, we brought all this dirt up here. So we raised the grade probably 14 feet, if not more, on this hillside. So what I'm gonna do is the contractor agreed to leave us, I think, 10 foot here, or 18 foot, I think. Basically 2 D6 blades wide to the left of our jump for safety. That way, if someone would go off the side of the jump, they won't land. And eventually, when we push this way, and the track comes through here, we're gonna take that and push it up and make that so it's not such an aggressive face. Kind of like that over there. That has a sheer cutoff, but it's pretty tamed down on this side, and the other side it's real sloped off. So I'm gonna get in the 6 and push this lane here. I'm gonna push it around, and then I'm gonna take it and push it up to make that side not so steep. I mean, obviously this is pretty steep, but at least it's not a sheer drop off. As over here, I mean, that's just a sheer drop off, and for erosion purposes, I mean, that will just fall into itself. And my worst fear is a kid in a 60 or an 80 or even a 50 gets squirrely and goes off the side, they're gonna endo. On this side, you would think it's not, I mean, it's not that steep to where if they go over the side of that, at least it's not so steep, they're not gonna flip over the bars, they can run it out. So, and this is still just a test run for our first practice. We're still gonna tune some stuff in, but one of the gun, I mean, we got, hell, it's Monday. We're open Saturday, Sunday for practice. So I gotta get this going. Just had to go play in the mud yesterday. Getting that silt bank on the track is dirty. guy over this way coming. I've always been intrigued with equipment my whole life. And he was like, "Do you want to run this dope and try it out?" I said, "Yeah." We started pushing off, and I'm talking this ravine in Indiana, we have some hills and hollers that are freaking deep. And I was pushing, and I completely did not understand the accelerator at all. And we got to the edge of the ravine and went to drop off, and I completely panicked and didn't touch it. He was standing on the left of me right here, and he jumped and stabbed his foot in the accelerator. And if we wouldn't have done it, I'd have went over. It was probably an 80 foot straight out drop. They've been pushing forever in this little hole, and it was just a straight up and down hole. Wow! Now I think about it, you know, 10 years later, 11 years later, I'm thinking, why would you let a 15-year-old practice on a sheer drop-off where it's dangerous as hell? But every time I'm in the dozer, I think about that. Like, the first time I ran one, it didn't go well, and then, you know, every chance I've gotten to getting one since then, I've just practiced and practiced and practiced, and then, you know, eventually it becomes second nature. But any of you young kids out there watching, listening, and you want to run equipment, anything helps. I don't care if it's a zero turn mower or a tractor with a yard or anything. You understand how controls work, and understand how the throttle works, and how basically gravity works and inertia works. And it just takes a little bit of time. Anybody can do this. It takes time and patience, because I guarantee you none of these seasoned vets got on it and got a machine that was just perfect. But let's dig, and I bet that man, I think his name's Chris, so let's dig 18. I bet he's got more out of the machine than I have living, and he makes it look like it's second nature. But to get to that point in your life, you have to practice and apply time, and you're not going to be perfect. So anytime like this, I started building dirt bike tracks. I didn't know how to. I knew how to build jumps, but I didn't know how the water drained off of them. I didn't know how all that stuff worked. It's just trial and error. And like anything else, you make mistakes, you figure out what makes it better. The number of times you fall, and eventually you understand how it all works. So something that was kind of funny. I wanted to share that stuff. Hey, I'm going to work on this a little bit more and get this dirt up here, and hopefully slope this side of this table off more. And then after that, I'm going to go back with a skiddy and roll the rollers and finish up that new hip jump we got in the back. And then I'm going to start the dragon jump. So I'll check in a little while. All right, so started packing this stuff in and started walking everything. And I started walking it and get to the top of this lip. The left-hand side looks like it's coming in some, so we're gonna add a little bit of dirt here to make it more even. That way visually it looks safer in the sky, which it will be. We'll add like 4 or 5 feet to that side and we'll taper it off, make it safer.